The GSM phones of yesterday are merely working toys to the smartphones of today. Smart minds invented smartphones, and only smart creative thinking minds can live in the future, while the merely informed may only try to survive. The merely informed will count on their degrees and neglect their mind. The introduction of GSM phones to our continent many years back led to a mental shock. Many lives were lost, not just due to recklessness, but because they were mentally unprepared for an age that made them unaware. Humanity was designed to live in time, but the mind in man is the lift that takes him above the edge of time. The human mind was not invented by man, but for man to become what he imagines. The information age we now live in was the imagination and creative invention from smart people with smart minds. Smart minds are smart beings who stretch their minds to invent things the merely informed used to doubt. The merely informed worry about things but don't get them. But smart minds think on things and invent them. You can't function in a future you didn't imagine. Certificate employed people in the age that ended when the future began. But creativity is what will employ people in this age that has already begun. Your certificate are selfish documents that center on you. But creativity is your selfless invention that betters the life of those around you. Your certificate loses relevance on the day of your death, but your creativity keeps on blessing lives after your existence here on earth. If the age to come meets you unprepared, you may be confined to the welfare refugee camp that is meant for people who fail to engage their mind, even with your degrees. Your degrees cannot restore the mind you lost. Neither will a change of location bring the transformation you seek. Going abroad to think is a better reason than going there to feed. The mind of every individual is wired to transform his void community. There's a divine chemistry that binds the mind and potential of a people to the land they come from. If they abandon their potential for a better life abroad, they will end up as gifted slaves abroad. But the decision to put their creative mind to work will birth a never-seen creativity that will transform society. The human mind is elastic, and useful knowledge expands it. An expansion within will trigger creativity without. But the knowledge you need to think for creativity may not be seen on Instagram. The knowledge you need to bring out inventions may not be found on your Facebook wall. Don't get me wrong. You may find useful information on your Facebook wall, but the knowledge that will give you an edge comes with time and persistence. Ethan tries a day without thinking a day is wasteful living. You don't solve problems by cramming definitions. You solve problems by thinking for solutions. Your mind is the seat of creativity, and you will need an internet fast to be able to think fast ahead for social impact. But know this, to think fast ahead is not to adopt shortcuts, because that leads to a dead end. It's time to wake up and think global, or you will end up being local. Smart minds are smart beings who stretch their minds to invent things the merely informed used to doubt.